Spider-Man.
It's been a while since we've
Peeping
done this.
Tom Spider-Man.
We're live.
We are live for episode 93 of 3 Up, 3 Down for the Waka VA Peninsula.
I love the radio DJ voice.
To my left, Mr. Brent Whitworth,
Greetings.
the commissioner of the aforementioned league. To my right, Matthew Wellbrock.
Happy National Beer Day, everybody.
Shit.
I'm Nathaniel Johnson. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're going to talk about kickball tonight. I'm going to watch Guts. Y'all enjoy now.
I guess that means we got to start it off.
I guess so. I mean, he really does have guts on his laptop right now. There's an old episode, Mike O'Malley has hair, and they're running around on bicycles. So
Yeah, I guess it's going to be up to us to handle the load of the work since this guy didn't do his pre-show work.
yeah. Hey, Gruden's QB camp was a priority at the time.
Unless one of those kids is a rookie this year. So
You know what?
Scout their athleticism.
I did my research for the first team, Hot Dogs and Tacos. For those of you wondering, we're picking up where we left off last week with our spring team previews. And I've contacted a source at Hot Dogs and Tacos who very repeatedly told me that Aaron Small is number one. I'm not revealing my source. And this source also says they're returning their Rookie of the Year. Who was that last year?
I don't know.
She might be lying. I mean, the unnamed source might be lying.
Oh, narrows it down.
It's like a bad game of Guess Who. Is your person a female?
So
Yes.
So we're talking about hot dogs and tacos. Let's reset.
Mhm.
3-6-1 last season, their first season of VA Peninsula kickball. They lost to Boom in the first round. A real fun team. Go ahead. Rookie of the Year. I don't know who that is. But I do know
Maybe
that
Todd?
Todd played on the
Yeah.
Fireballs last season, which is a good addition, referring to Todd Schimmel. Tall, bald guy, Charger, strong arm. Pretty versatile guy. Doesn't look like a dude who'll be able to lay a bunt down, but he'll surprise you. You played with him in the winter, so you might know better.
I do. Dude's good bunter, gets on base, and can play anywhere around the field for you. One of those nice, solid, well-rounded individuals, both athletically and his personality.
Seems like a nice guy, Matt.
Jeremy Smithy voted number one best dressed.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah.
You say that with a smile, but I know you're seething inside.
Well, anybody could buy random tights, but
Anyone can buy Under Armour.
you gotta coordinate it. You gotta coordinate it. But plays a little Charger, good offensive ability. Also does the playlist for us
No, he doesn't.
most of the time.
No.
DJ.
He didn't do it
Committee.
once last year.
Oh well,
No.
that's not what he told me. So
I took those
you need
duties.
to talk. You need to talk to him.
I stripped those duties away. He was one folk song too many on that playlist. So
So
I'm, as commissioner of this league, I'm a firm believer in accountability for my volunteers that are not compensated at all. Hot dogs and tacos.
Supposedly, Eric Cosmo was Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
Okay. I like his performance in the pictures where he's the guy in the background who's staring off into space. They took some really good pictures last year. Just all their team photos were very bizarre. Dudes giving birth and just all kinds of wacky shenanigans. I'm hearing about a dude on their team. So they say last year Eric Cosmo was the Rookie of the Year. I don't know about that. They're promoting another guy, Brian Hart, as being this year's rookie to watch out for. So we'll see.
is he a part of the Hart Foundation?
Yeah. They are wearing pink. I don't know. The one player I had a note to talk about was Eric Machuca, who plays for him.
Chewy.
I don't know if it's just me, but I think this guy's kind of an underrated pitcher. Because when I faced him last season on a Friday night, he was messing me up, man. I don't know. And that's high praise because I don't usually, even against the best pitchers,
Your
I don't always have results, but I don't feel uncomfortable. As
offensive prowess is second to none.
Yeah, well, no, it's second to many. But, I mean, it's a comfort level. I'm experienced enough to be playing. I get in the box. I know what I'm doing. I may not always be able to do it, but I feel comfortable. Eric Machuca, completely like a weird delivery, bouncy. And it's not like a fireball. Like, he's not throwing it hard, but, yeah, he's a guy who's tricky, man. And he had me off balance a couple times when I faced him. He's a player to watch out for. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe everyone else lights him up, but everyone has that one guy that.
I agree with you. Those bouncy pitches, you're so used to seeing the speed in this league and with a little bit of movement, but when they throw those big bouncy ones with a lot of spin on them, it kind of throws you off. It's a good change-up to have. So, yeah, I agree with you in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was surprised actually when I pulled up the record of these guys. They went 3-6-1 because I don't really see them as being the most talented team in the league. But that's actually a decent record, relatively speaking, for last year. I don't know if I see them improving on that this year though. But you never know, man. Looks can be deceiving.
It's very true.
That's what I always say.
All right. So, any other thoughts about hot dogs and tacos?
Aaron Thompson's got a big leg. I mean, if they're going to improve on that record, they're going to need some big kicks from him. I remember seeing him. I might actually been in a game against Rumspringa last Peninsula season, but he hit a boom. I think it was actually it was a home run, I believe, against Rumspringa. So I'll watch out for him as a guy that's going to drive a lot of those runs in for HT&T.
All right. Aaron Small's number one.
That's what a source within the team says.
All right, let's move on to the next team, a familiar name, Just for Kicks.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
I love that we're seeing these teams come back, after a break. So we already talked about Don't Come on My Base last week, and, we got JFK, and we're talking about Kick-Ass later, but these teams who are in the case of JFK, one of the best teams historically in VA Peninsula, they've amassed a 70-10-7 record all time through 8 seasons, and they have the distinction of being the Buffalo Bills. Sorry, Brandon, of VA Peninsula, in that they're just the perpetual runners-up. They have been runners-up to the Wentworth Trophy 6 times. Seven if you count the time when they merged with the 5 o'clockers and hit finals. So it's
just like, what are you doing to us?
Yeah. So one thing I would expect from looking at this roster, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to field a team for the tournament. I know Freed said that he was trying to make that happen. I don't know. It depends on if the girls are going to be there, but they may have enough players. But I don't think they're going to have. I mean, they're gonna be tough during the regular season for sure, and whether they make the tournament or not, that remains to be seen. But let's talk about this roster.
The roster is built well. I mean, one of my favorite tandems for coach and player representation on the same team together has always been Brian Freed and Eric Stevens. I don't know what it is, but it's like almost like a father and son type thing, but at the same time, 2 guys that like to go out at the bar also at the same time. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, something funny about it. I enjoy.
Those guys will always be representing going after this thing. Right?
Yes, I enjoy watching their banter back and forth. Talking about strategy in mid-game. But you look at this team; it's built with a lot of relationships and some family tree stuff. So you got both Rock sisters, Lisa and Aaron Rock, who we've mentioned multiple times on this podcast. We have Amo Shendel, and her fiance, and I want to pronounce this right. I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to go with Matthias Suchek.
I think Suchek is correct.
Matthias?
I don't think, yeah.
Can I go Matthias Suchek? Mr. Suchek is what we'll.
I was trying to accentuate the positive with what you did pronounce correctly.
Yes. And then
Walter Suchek.
And then Brian Neal. Brian Neal and his fiance Jen Miller.
Yeah.
And then, of course, looks like John Leneve has brought his brother Bobby Leneve, which I can only imagine is like a version 2.0 of John Leneve. Faster, taller, a little bit stronger, a little bit more, either balder or just a lot of hair, just like almost kind of like a Hebrew fro.
When I first met him a couple of years ago, actually, he didn't have long hair. Like,
Nice.
yeah.
So it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, well, when I saw him over the winter, because he came out one of the days to Stillwater, it's short now. But when I first met him, he had it like neck and
And
we
then
were close.
and one guy who would create two people if you wanted to just cut him down the middle would be Hassan Dubose, who looks to be filling the void after a departure of the Daniel the Condor Shaw, who we will get to later.
Speaking of relationships and Walter Sobchak, if I may have an aside here,
Mm-hmm.
did anyone else's high school have this like love connection little bubble sheet thing you filled out around Valentine's Day?
That sounds like a private school shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we had
This is-
disposable income, so I guess sure. Anyway, you can fill it out and pay for your results come Valentine's Day time. So I filled one. I filled one out for Jeffrey Lebowski, Walter Sobchak, and I think just Donnie for the last one.
This is Suffolk. There are rules here.
And so a lot of my classmates were really wondering who this Jeffrey Lebowski kid was and why they're so highly matched with him.
So basically, if I understand this, you guys all filled out Scantrons on Valentine's Day in accordance to who you thought was the most attractive.
Yeah, you answered some questions. about
Okay.
yourself.
Oh, it's
Okay.
a compatibility thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. We just did candy grams. You bought like a candy gram and gave it to another girl. It was like $5. It's like a rose and some candy. You wrote a little message on
How
it.
many of those do you send out?
I got
per
shot
year?
down every time, man. I must have sent at least 4. And
Man, Hampton High, we just grabbed each other's asses.
no, I was on the other side of the tracks in Hampton.
That's what we did on Valentine's Day. Slap ass.
So back to JFK. Now that we've gone completely off tangent, let's just
Y'all
say
about to see it at the varsity tournament about that.
yeah, let's say tournament aside, let's just say for some reason they're all here. They're all there for the tournament.
Yeah.
Where would you rank JFK amongst the teams right now as far as chances to win it all?
So we're assuming everyone. Yeah.
Teams that we haven't previewed yet. So just in all of the
Just
16
assuming
total.
all 16 go.
Yeah.
I'd rank JFK probably 4th. Yeah, I'll go 4th.
That makes sense. I was gonna go. I might go a little lower. I might go 5, 6.
Yeah, maybe.
That's good seeding to make a good run, though.
Yeah, they could pull an upset and finish in their natural spot of number 2.
No,
70 wins, man. That's a lot.
is a lot. It's almost as much as games played for us.
Their girls are really a strength of the team. When you look at you talk about the Rock sisters, Amroth on the team.
Who plays
Jen,
for Hustle in the travel?
Yeah, Jen Miller. Amy Shandell. Just really a lot of talented girls on the squad. So that's a strength. These guys will be good. Adam Tatum, switching from girls, but yeah, he's one of the best catchers in the country.
And we always forget J.C. Cashwell, who will show up when need be.
Yeah.
He will be there.
But JC
Sweatpants and all.
does not arrive early or late.
He's like the Brock Lesnar of kickball. He makes like one appearance every 3 months when it's like really game time. And
Yeah, it
it's
just fucks people up.
yeah, with his Jimmy
I like
Jones.
that analogy a lot, actually. Yeah. All right.
Spin throw city, bitch.
Excellent.
Let's talk about kick-ass.
Slap ass, now kick ass.
The most athletic team.
Back to that.
Yeah, so good to see kick-ass back in the fold. They didn't play in the fall. But here they are. This is a team going into this will be their 7th season of VA Peninsula action. 38, 18, and 6 all-time record. Man, Manny put together a hell of a roster.
And they're all pretty much signed up the day before the season starts too. So that's progress.
Big time.
Yeah, they didn't all get in there before the deadline, so they did get some free agents. But they're free agent. I had to tell about that. I assigned 3 free agents because I only had 13 people signed up at the deadline.
Is this guy Dirk a free agent?
He is a free agent. He's a rookie.
Nice.
He's
going to be big time.
Yeah, well, you never know, man. Because I tell the captains, because they're all like, they don't want free agents.
I can't find anyone that went to my high school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started on that. But they're like, yeah, we don't want free agents, and we're trying to avoid them and everything. So that's not the worst thing that could happen in the world. A lot of the best players in the league started out as free agents. Manny Anderson himself responded to a Craigslist post and was placed on the New Kickheads his first season, right?
And then
And he killed it.
Put all of his teammates on Craigslist, unbeknownst to them. But that's another story.
But you just never know. I mean, Andreas Beiersdorf, captain of the Foul Balls going into their 12th season now.
Mm-hmm.
He started out as a free agent.
I'm trying to think of other free agents.
There's many players.
Was Juan Cruz a free agent?
Juan Cruz
was a free agent.
Joe
yes.
Perso, was he a free agent or was he brought on by friends? I can't
I
remember.
don't know. That's a good one.
I was added to kick ass as a free agent.
Yeah. So the lesson to you captains is like, don't get hung up. I mean, you might win the lottery and have like a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Maybe if you don't have a superstar, you might actually have someone who, heaven forbid, you develop a friendship with. I don't know. I'm saying.
Some real talk right there. Some real
talk,
stuff.
important stuff. But so I did assign some free agents. You mentioned Dirk.
So I did. Do that.
Dirk Diggler.
And then Jonathan Williams, the mailman, the other mailman.
Thank you.
Mailman generation. So you pointed out whatever. And then Jimmy Rogers.
Have you ever delivered a letter in your life, Jonathan Williams? Do you know that struggle? If you don't, stop calling yourself the mailman.
How about this?
Jimmy and Jonathan were so excited.
Yeah. Jonathan can stop calling himself the mailman when Jimmy stops calling himself Mr. 800.
But I don't want that to stop.
I'm pretty sure he stopped calling himself that.
He's probably like, I never call myself.
Yeah.
You guys did.
He was kicking 800 until we actually started keeping stats.
That was all bad. We messed
Just
that up.
like me.
We messed it up.
He was, they were both excited, man. Jonathan Williams and Jimmy, they were both like, I was actually, it made me feel good because obviously when I'm assigning free agents, say, is this a good fit? I don't want to, the goal is I don't want to piss people off because that's not really the goal of customer service. And that's part of my job. But, they were happy. And, I think I would be too, actually, if I was a free agent assigned to this team because this team is loaded.
And if I was getting free agents, I would honestly be excited to get these type of guys that are going to show up and play every week. Like, get in. They're not going to flake out on you. I mean, they're going in 100%. That's all you can really ask for.
Here's what I'm going back to. Like some of these teams like Kick-Ass, a few others who are, hey, let's try and get people signed up the last minute to avoid free agents. You know what? You guys are literally the best kickball players in the world. Teach these people how to play, right? So,
Makes sense.
You're literally the best
Around.
in the universe. I don't think they're playing kickball anywhere else in this world, let alone this universe. I don't go out on a limb. That's not I know of, but you know what? Come on.
And if there is somebody out there playing, bring it to the peninsula.
That's right.
I heard a report today that some scientists over in Europe estimates that there are extraterrestrial life based on gravity and the size of other organisms. They probably about 700 pounds. I don't know what planet he was using. It seemed like a sketchy study to me.
Yeah.
But,
They probably used big words that we couldn't understand, so therefore we accepted it as fact. Because I can't fact check them because I don't know how to spell half the stuff they say, and I never took physics.
There's lots of stars on Kick-Ass. Daniel Shaw, Jill Sims, Wes McLean,
Juice Fitzgerald,
Nikki LeBlanc,
Dom Smith.
Dom Smith. Dom is great. He's obviously
He's all right.
he's got the strongest arm in the league from the Charger position. I think that's fair to say. But it's not something that is all natural ability. That guy works hard. He's the hardest working. I mean, I was teammates with him last year on the Heads, and man, he just busts his ass. So,
While we're all applauding Dom Smith, let me also go on record with Dom. He's a talker. He likes to talk a lot on the field, but as far as being like in the teammate zone and like being on your side, you can't have a better person at the Charger position when you're pitching, telling you like things and that how things are going down, what a good job people are doing. Like he's always upbeat, getting you lifted. Of course, unless he messes up, he kind of goes a little psycho, but that's understandable. Who does it? But he's really a good overall teammate to have. Great smile too.
I agree. Anything else about Kick-Ass?
J-Kid
Yeah,
making his return. Alex Jackson.
Gentle.
I want to see how many names we can just keep on naming. I'm just going to add these people. Derek Robbins, why not?
Derek
Your
Robbins.
name.
He's underrated. He's underrated.
Tall gentleman, right?
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Way off.
AJ. I mean, he's not short, but he's average.
Watch out for Kick-Ass. It's going to be a good sneaky run like Kick-Ass did that one season where they were the 15th seed. Came in to win it all. No, you remember it like it was yesterday.
I remember that. 3 outs away. Hey, how many people we have watching? Did they see Talbot?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Oh, it's all dark?
He said it's good now.
Oh, it's good. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Yeah, we were getting reports that all they could hear was our voice.
Oh,
Good.
Like that old radio version that we used to do back in the day.
Listen to the music on the AM radio.
That's the important part. Yeah, I remember that Kick-Ass, man. I had the go-ahead RKI with the 5 o'clock.
Here we go again. This isn't about.
You know what?
Yeah, all
I'll
the
give
time,
you a.
man.
Here we go ahead.
All the time.
I remember crossing home for that game-winning run.
God.
I was heartbroken. I'm starting to become JFK-like. I've been losing finals lately. Really coming close to being a hero.
You know who's a hero to everybody right now? There's a team of kick pitches, get money.
All right. Last year,
This will be the only time.
I believe they were your dark horse favorite last year.
They were.
Am I right?
You are correct, sir.
They ended up 6-4. They had a hot start, and they were winning a lot of games early, but then faded a little bit down the stretch. Ended up losing in the first round, I believe.
That was a tough one to Maroon team.
No, they didn't lose to them.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Red team.
Red team. No, they didn't lose to
Just keep
them.
naming
Yeah, they
colors.
did. Yeah, it's like a.
They lost to the foul balls, which I guess is a very light version of red since they were pink.
No, they wore red. Somebody wore
Oh,
red.
man.
Smoked them.
No.
Yeah, they lost 3-1 to foul balls.
Who they beat at the beginning? Was it that other team?
They lost in the first round.
No, maybe it was pink.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind, Brent. You know that.
Whoa. You guys that are colorblind.
Don't even make light of my disability.
Sorry.
That's not funny.
So you can't get. So you know.
Do you
handicap
mark
parking
disability
pass, it's
on
not
your
disability.
application?
Oh yeah, dude, man, I'm disabled. I'm handicapped. I can't see colors the way other people do. Handicap.
Lost my sense of smell.
So when I'm passing out the T-shirts tomorrow, if you're on Smoking Bunts and you get baby blue shirts, well, and you're supposed to get black, hey, can't
Well-
sue me.
I'm going to keep this back on topic with kick pitches, get money.
Yeah.
My rookie, VA Peninsula rookie to watch out for will be V. Brian Pittman. He did play in the winter.
Yeah. I
So-
was teammates with him.
Yep. So, but he is going to be a name to watch out for on KPGM.
He's a raw talent. Very athletic. I mean, that dude is a monster in the gym. He's a little up and down this winter. He had his moments where he really flashed some potential, and then some other points where it's like, struggled a bit at the plate, but yeah, he's a good dude too. So I'm glad to see him on Wednesday nights. New to Wednesday nights, a guy who I think is going to make all the difference in the world for Kick Pitches Get Money. He's our peanut butter jelly time teammate on Friday nights, Dexter Moore. That guy, gut check Dex, he's going to do some work. I'll tell you this, he's already approaching that elite level as a Charger. I played with a lot of great Chargers. I'm very impressed with Dex. He's got one of those chest passes that just kind of explode out there. Very strong arm, quick to the ball. Offensively, he's gifted. Lays down some good bunts, hard to throw out. He's gonna be
I'm
an
glad you
impact
speak highly
player
of him.
for Kick Pitches Get Money.
You've got a cannon.
The only know-abouts I know of Dex Moore is him saying some choice words about playing my other team, Pop Pop, in the Freedom Leagues last season, calling us out, saying that we were scared to play him. So that's all I knew of him. But from hearing your guys' praises, I'm excited to see him play this season.
Dex
Pop
is
Pop's a
great.
lot of dicks.
Yeah, not at all.
I think Kick Pitches Get Money. They're also adding Andrew Lowell, who's played with Balzania last year. He's another very versatile player, a good catcher, a great catcher actually. So I see those two guys really shoring up that interior defense. The rest of the guys, Adam Shelton's on the team. He's very good at the Charger spot too. So now they have some depth. I like their girls. Their girls stood out last year. Mary Kennedy, Randy Evans. Sure, all of them statistically were very strong. And then Big Jeff Schill, he was telling me about a new girl that they got. I think it's Lanny Depp is the girl he was referring to. He said that their first practice, she really stood out, and she's going to be a strong player too. So.
Then again, Jeff Schultz says a lot of things.
Yeah, so Kick Pitches Get Money. He does say a lot of things.
I'm not going to hashtag.
He does talk. He does talk a lot.
Don't give me that.
This is a team that has some potential to really go pretty far, especially when you look at tournament time with all those travel players who won't be there. They got an outside shot. I wouldn't declare, I'm not going to claim them as a dark horse, but I expect them to do well on June 20th. Is that the date?
Somewhere around there.
On or about June the 20th.
Any other thoughts about KPGM?
Nope. The second most athletic team in the league.
They're athletic. They are.
Pitching D's?
Nuts.
They're pitching Dez? I don't know. Is
it Dez pitching Dez?
No,
They should need they would need to add another E to make it D's.
Yeah, pitching Dez Bryant. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out when they do their first pregame cheer.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea. I know they're listed as pitching Dez, and that's where I'll go. There's nuts. It's like a new D's.
Dez. Nice.
They're brand new. The only player on their roster that I recognize of having any kind of experience at all is Dr. Adam Gold. Cracking necks and cashing checks.
Heard that.
Yeah.
He's a chiropractor for those.
I need to actually make another appointment, man. The dude straightened me out over the winter. He does good work. I recommend him.
Good plug.
Yeah, I slept on my neck wrong this weekend. I got issues. I haven't been to see him in like 6 weeks. I need to make an appointment. So, yeah, they're a brand new team. Like I said, all rookies. Vince Barton is the captain. He's a bartender at Brick House, and a young dude. So we'll see. I'm assuming that he probably recruited a lot of younger guys. I'm excited to meet these guys and kind of see what they're all about. Make sure you guys introduce yourselves to Pitching Dez. Get to know them, give them some advice. I'm sure they're going to need it, man. They're going to take their lumps like any rookie team. I'm sure they'll kind of be, they get out under the lights of War Memorial Stadium.
It's a bright, vibrant place.
Yeah, they're going to be in over their heads for a minute. There's going to be a lot going on.
Would you schedule them the gauntlet to start out with?
Yeah, I'm up against Kick-Ass, then JFK, then yeah,
Sadist.
that would be awful commissioning.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Where's I thought I did have the schedule up. I guess I don't.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Pitching Dez will go against Five-Toe Death Cake this week, and then next week Foul Balls.
Oh, okay. So the opposite.
And hot dogs and tacos.
Hmm.
And kills. So yeah. Nice little easy
break
transition.
'em.
Not easy, but
Oh yeah, they'll still get
not
tuned.
hard.
They'll still get tuned up by all those teams.
Yeah.
but at least they'll feel like they're in it a little bit.
In the fight.
You gotta figure. Adams probably told them a little something, like, hey, charger, catcher, what's important, how you kind of go after it. We'll see.
Probably just been coaching them up to shiv people in the parking lot. That's what I do.
Yeah, give them some advice, guys. Buy them drinks at Lucky's.
Do not touch that. You'll get the.
What? Huh?
Hmm? I'll point out all the men and women with herpes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'll do for
All
them.
the men and women.
You gotta
Nice.
check your Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been helping Jonathan Williams on that. Jonathan.
Jason
Williamson on that aspect of his spreadsheet. I've been out doing field work for him. So all y'all going around doing this faggle bar kissing thing, good luck. If you see me over there checking a box, go get yourself checked.
Nice.
If I'm checking, you need to be checking.
Heard that.
All right, let's talk about Rumspringa. Coming back for the 11th season of VA Peninsula competition. All-time record of 56, 42, and 9. And several Bar Buzz championships.
Some people would say that we invented the bar buzz.
I would say that.
I would not say that since
Why?
I actually did invent the Bar Buzz.
It's kind of like how you invented the actual belt, but then we gave it its luster
Nope.
and its meaning and its name.
Pretty
Yeah.
much invented the entire concept.
Yeah, we gave it its aura,
Mm-mm.
its
I-
spirit, its
I would-
soul.
Not at all.
I would credit Tristan Frederick with that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did something. We drank a lot of beer in that earlier span, but we are
Maybe.
older now, so
We definitely did that.
yeah.
So
well,
what's changed?
yeah. Well, it's just, we all just don't remember it.
All right, so let's talk about the kickball part of it.
All right. So, if for a brief history of Rumspringa, it's all been a collective group. Oh, really? Come on. Really? You guys talk about yourselves for 10 minutes a time and go back to 5 years ago with one play with 2 outs down. I'm giving these
Hey, I'm
people
talking about
summary
winning
of
a
what's happened.
championship. You gonna talk about winning a championship?
Needless to say,
All right.
these people decided to form an ultimate team last season and take players from all the other teams and bring them together and form an ultimate conglomerate. And guess what? It didn't work. So we got back our original members
Okay, good.
of Ricky,
So there I was,
Guy,
2 outs.
Keisha. Oh, no,
I'm
Keisha
on
stayed.
I was telling the story of last year's championship.
The only free agent that we did bring on, though, was Keith Morehart. And
What a
that
mistake.
No, and that is to take place of Blaine, who is going to school. So in his initial practices, this man is light on his feet in the outfield and provides a big leg. Very excited for it. Brian is taking over captaining duties for the most part. We brought a whiteboard to our practices
Brian was
with
captain last
formations. So
Formation?
yes,
Whiteboard.
yes. Dude, I love the whiteboard. It's like my new favorite thing at practice now, where you can see where people rotate to and stuff. It's exciting stuff.
Aren't you worried that the other team will see the whiteboard?
No, we erase it.
Oh,
After that.
Are y'all gonna get big pictures of Bill
Yes.
Cosby
Yes.
and a stack of pancakes and holding up Oregon style?
That's all I got. Y'all know who we are. We're the best dressed team out there, the most coordinated team out there. And we'll be going hard at the bar week 1 like we always do, and then you'll never see us again because we're old now. The end.
I like Troy.
Troy's a good dude.
Troy's good.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, like you said, we know who you are.
See,
Really,
that didn't take 20 minutes to backtrack and go through a whole bunch of minute comments.
It is now that you keep talking about it.
Just saying.
Did you bring up any championships in there?
No, we haven't won any championships.
you guys have had. I mean,
We win in life. I've told you guys this plenty of times. And we've had some of the more memorable matches in Waka Peninsula playoff history.
For example.
The JFK semifinals that went into double overtime with Kansas City.
Mhm.
We were up by 1, but then let it go. Again against JFK in another Kansas City.
That's years ago.
You're nuts.
You know, I think so.
Boom last year in the semifinals. Notice there's no finals though. Yeah, we can't get there.
You have players on here. Well, notably Rick and Keisha, and I guess probably Katie too. I don't know. What are the plans for the tournament? Those players are probably not going to be there, right? Or is Katie going to be there? She's with the Hustle on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or
She most likely will not be there.
yeah. Yeah, so you're going to have some of your top players are going to be missing in action for that tournament, but there's still a lot of depth there. How are you guys going to approach? How is Coach Jan going to draw it up on the whiteboard? Are you going to be playing more guys at Charger, trying some other guys off at lead off during the regular season, or are you just going to go pedal to the metal?
Well, that's a great question, Brent. Thank you for proposing that. Rick wasn't on the team last year, so we had Lopez as our leadoff. He did phenomenal. So
He had a good year.
if Ricky wasn't able to go, then we could easily plug and chug with Lopez. Of course, we have guys like Ramey, Waff, with speed that can get it done. As far as the Charger position, we're going to be rotating around. We got Rusty. Ramey can play some Charger. Brian's taking a couple of rotations there as well. So there's been a lot more interchanging of people at different positions this season and season before than there has been as far as a franchise goes. Most of the time we all stay at our same spots, but we've gotten a little bit more versatile in the past 2 seasons. So
I can see you guys making a run at it this year. It might be a really good opportunity for the team to capture one.
we only got so many seasons left, Brent. It's just the age is creeping up on us. People get married, having babies and stuff, life,
Yeah, man. One day the Reaper comes for us all.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about smoking bunts.
Talk about smoking bunts.
The team.
Are you just letting anything go in terms of team names now?
I mean,
Who broke that door down?
Manny did when it even was called ass.
Put in the dollar signs, they'll never know the difference.
I don't know. All right. Well, yeah, fine. I was going to go with Mary Jane's Magic.
Yeah,
Really
that was
does.
just a person. That was their captain. And this is just smoking bunts, man. Just good bunts going down the line.
Yeah, just really hard bunts that
Smoking.
Yeah, man. This is a team that is really a merger between Resting Pitch Face and Balzania. So to kind of bring those 2 squads together, I thought what stands out for me as I looked at their roster is that their girls are just they got a solid core there with Megan Dorsey coming from Recess Rejects.
And the returning kick-asser.
Yeah, Nicole Dewey.
Oh.
They got the Silent Killer, Karen Savell, and then Jeremy Thomas in there too. So when you look at that, top 4 girls, I think it's hard to compete with that. And those are well-rounded and really you get into late in the game and it's close and they throw those 4 out in the outfield. It's going to be tough to drop a hole in there.
I spoke to on Friday Casey Heck and Shane Chambers. These guys are very excited about this season. You can see the optimism on their face. I also spoke to Tim Nellis a little bit too. I believe is captaining this team, if my knowledge serves me correctly.
He is.
And
Him and George.
yeah, I mean they're very excited about getting this ball rolling. They've had a couple of practices. They're feeling good.
A couple practices. No, they were practicing back in December. Like, they've been practicing since last season ended because we've run into them at Kiln Creek.
They've been sandbagging them.
Yeah, no, I mean, so we'll see how the pack plays out. But one guy I want to talk about is Adam Kush.
Adam Kutch, Maximus.
He's on the right team if it's Adam Kush. On your home.
Yeah, I played with him on Shiver Me Timbers in the winter. He's good, man. He's surprisingly good at the catcher position. Yeah, very strong arm. There was a couple times where, I actually on one play it looked like the ball was going foul, and I was yelling, "Let it go," because I didn't think we had a play on it. He scooped it up and fired it straight to me at first base, and I was like, "Well, I'm glad he didn't listen to me because we got the out."
Three fun facts about Adam, aka Maximus. Well, actually 4. 1, he's named Maximus because he reminds us of Russell Crowe from The Gladiator. 2, he has a fantastic man bun. 3, he's from the state of Arizona. And 4,
That's a good fact.
and 4, I don't think I have 4. Maybe he's only been playing for so long. He's been playing for 2 seasons, I believe.
Are you not entertained?
No, I am not. This is a boring kickball podcast.
Isn't it? Oh, I'm enjoying myself.
Well, if you are.
Let's talk about the itch.
Get ready to not enjoy yourself.
The
Things are getting a little scratchy.
This sounds
Great.
eerily. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes I just zone out and I just start thinking of what I want to say because there's a lot of pressure, and I just start interrupting you because it just comes out.
I don't mean to put so much pressure on you.
Carry on, man. Carry on.
Break out the Metamucil because this team's old as shit. That's about all I got. Look at these fogies creeping out there. Ant Williams. I ain't seen that dude run across a field in about 3-4 years. Larry, he'll move faster than Ant. You know what? He's ageless. I'm not counting Larry in this. He's cool. David Baum, only member of the team under 40. Will Monroe, he knows how I feel about him. I stole one title from him. I'm going to steal some more. Jimmy's cool in my book. I like Matt Kalp. He liked my post about Lord Huron. So once again, why are he and I not best friends? Because he's awesome. And Pat. I have no idea how old Pat is, and that's a constant. Like every time I see him, I'm just like, "How old is this dude?"
Pat could easily be anywhere from 27 to 42.
He could be 63. No, not 42 is not the ceiling on that man.
53?
I know his age. I don't know if it's a violation to tell you guys.
Yeah.
It's a violation if you have it up on your screen. I lean over and look at it.
Did you see it?
No, you
Yeah.
clicked over too quick.
Because I protect him.
Make sure you don't click back to it after I finish talking.
I protect the privacy of all my players, especially the 39-year-old ones.
Nice. So, with that being said, now that we found that out, the
is it?
itch, is this just like the sitch, but without the S?
Pretty
When it
much.
all boils down to it?
Yeah.
I thought it was some big secret who had the crabs in the league, but
I mean,
they
like,
all got together on a team.
who was
so-
the S, though? Who's the S? Is it Adam? Gene?
He's got the S on the chest.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're missing some of the guys from the situation. Gene, Adam, Manny. I don't know, other people too. Yeah. So there's a million people on the situation, so I can't tell you who all they're missing. But this is a really good team. Obviously, they're coming out there. The focus is going to be just, getting some good competition and some good game reps in every Wednesday. This is a team that we won't see during the tournament. But certainly they're going to be one they're going to tear it up on Wednesday nights for sure.
Think they go on singles cruises together? You think they watch The Price is Right in the morning? You think they wait by the mailbox for their checks to come every month?
Oh, because they're old?
Yeah.
They get that old country buffet.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Dinner's at 4:30, y'all. Good. There'll be a carb load.
Dude,
at the
old
bu-
old people do not know how to withdraw money from the bank without writing their own personal check. They don't.
They write a check out for cash.
Yeah, or they pay able to themselves.
How did they register for this season then? Did they just like all pay?
Yeah.
They all paid bomb.
They probably got
She's
Joe.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they got Joe Prezzo to put it on his credit card, and they all paid him, but not through PayPal. They actually mailed him a check to his house.
They mailed it. They couldn't be bought.
They're really going to struggle in those 8:30 games.
They sent it via Western Union.
One of the security envelopes,
Yeah.
with the blue.
You know what? I'm excited about this season. It's like
paid. They cashed in some war bonds.
I want to ask them what it was like crossing the Delaware with George Washington to fight those Hessians in Trenton on the cold December Christmas night or the day after Boxing Day.
I don't know, man.
It was Christmas night, and they attacked the next morning. The early morning fog. I get really like turned on whenever I think about Washington crossing the Delaware. You know how badass that was?
They didn't really have shoes either, I don't think.
2 men died. The 2 known casualties were from men who did not have shoes, cut their feet on the way, and fell and died.
Yeah, that sucks.
Otherwise, there are no, as far as I know, known American casualties.
If I was Washington, I wouldn't have chalked that up to my leadership either. I told you to wear some shoes. You didn't wear your shoes. Not my problem.
He was riding a horse up and down the ranks, encouraging the men on.
Mm-hmm.
They had to march 9 miles.
He said his teeth were made of wool.
Wood, not wool.
I'm sorry, I mix up D and L.
That's okay.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Oh, Big Daddy, man. Thank you, Brent. I knew we brought you on for a reason.
That's it. I haven't seen it. Let's talk. So, what are we talking about now? You want to talk about the questions?
Do we have any questions?
Yeah.
Well, that's a shit.
Okay,
question.
let's go through some questions.
Well, I mean, not too bad. I mean, there's one conversation that Manny Zapata wanted to know who, in your opinion, is the top 5 all-time VA Peninsula
But
players.
you would skip to that question first.
Why would I skip that? No,
Top
I don't
5
I don't
all-time.
expect to be in there.
all time.
All time.
And I'm trying to think back to like my younger days, like people that were around then. They're still around now. I mean, Jesus.
Oh no, I had one earlier today when I saw this, and I've completely forgotten it. Randy, the trophy, Devlin.
Obvious pick for the most Wentworth trophies.
He's
7.
definitely on my list. Yeah, I respect that man.
He does not share that respect for you.
I'll say, I mean, some of the guys we've already talked about.
Gene Eford,
Gene Eford is definitely one of the best players all time.
multiple number 1 draft picks.
Just
First-
one, I think.
But
I
he was-
don't think he's played every summer.
Mm-hmm.
So Gene's definitely up there. I'd say J.C. Cashwell. I would put in my top 5. And his JFK teammate Eric Stevens, I think, is a good. Yeah, I think he's a good candidate for this list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about a girl? A top girl.
a girl? Oh man.
I mean, I keep bringing championships into it, so that's hard to.
I gotta think about that for a minute. There've been some good girls in the Throw me on the spot.
It's like you have like this like rung of girls that like that are there, and I know there's probably one somewhere floating around. If we said the name, we just go, "Oh, that's a top pick."
I mean, Lorraine Atkins is definitely up there. I mean, she won a lot of titles with the Empress Club, and just very all around fundamental. I think she's even gotten better throughout the years. And she's probably at her peak now. So I'd consider her. Anthony Williams is a player I would absolutely put in my top 5 all time for VA Peninsula players.
in the twilight of his career.
He's got 5 Wentworth trophies as well, which is a pretty impressive accomplishment. I rode his coattails to quite a few.
PJ.
PJ, that's a good option. He actually the best defensive first baseman I've ever seen. So I agree with PJ. I like that choice. Ricky deserves some consideration for the amount of years he's put in there and just the consistency at
Man's like 57 now.
Yeah. Ricky's a good choice. Let's see top females. Jill Sims is a good choice for that. Shoot, your fiance is probably would be considered Katie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good options in there. I would like people to sound off in the comments and include your top.
But if you don't include Brian No Shoes Moore, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
Done. I said it.
Hey, no, absolutely.
You can't argue with the results.
Yeah, and we're talking about all time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're not talking about 2015, but just over the last 8 years or 7 years that this league has been in existence, who stood out, the overall body of work. There's been plenty of players who are talented, but maybe they only played a couple seasons, short window. So you mentioned Kate Marcus, Blake Calicut, people like that. 2 to 3 seasons isn't necessarily going to get them into the all-time ranks. So you're just going through the
Now
Yeah,
we're
now
scrolling
I am.
through the entire.
Now I'm doing it. Ooh, Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah,
Tracy.
moved away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good. Tracy Colby's a good option.
Kyle, I don't know how long he played over here.
Nothing like watching us scroll through
Yeah.
an entire list of Waka players. Just not.
What's he doing here? No,
He's the man.
I'm not even gonna say his name.
So yeah, I'd love to hear some other, like you said, some other people chime in with what they thought was some good recognition there.
Yeah.
Well, what else do we got?
Give me your top 5.
Let's talk about the schedule
All right.
this week. Brandon, if you cue that up for the people, please.
Cue the music.
So we'll just go rapid respond. We're at 9:30, so we're about close to an hour, and we started a few minutes late. We got the Itch versus Just for Kicks at 6:30. Field 1, right off the bat, man.
Yeah. Week 1.
I got the itch. The itch for more kickball. They're gonna win by 3-1,
I like
4-2. That's it. I'm done now.
Sure, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to side with JFK on this one. Like I said earlier, a lot of relationships on there, a lot of chemistry. I think they're going to work together, gel together for week 1, more so than the Itch would, even though they're all pretty much situation players and play together forever. So I got JFK in a nail biter.
I was going to say your argument probably, the chemistry aspect of it. I think the Itch has the edge. I'll go with that.
Well, they have Haas, so Haas.
Do they have the edge?
There you go.
They don't, do they?
Yeah, Edge is on that. He's
Bizarre?
bizarre.
He is bizarre.
Chaotic Kills versus Smoking Bunts.
The kills by a bunch.
I like the Kills in this game. I don't know if I'll go out and say by a bunch, but I definitely think that they should come away 1-0 after this week.
I would not go against my dark horse team in week 1. Kills by 3.
All right. I'll be missing Alex Nochter, who's in Florida, doing some vacation.
What's he doing in Florida?
I don't know, scouting.
Mm.
But he won't be there for the Kills. 6:30, 5-toe death kick taking on Pitching Dez.
So the rookie team that we started talking about this evening against a Brink and Brad type hybrid is 5-toe death kick, if my knowledge serves me correctly. We'll say that Pitching Dez looks good, but does not get the job done in their inaugural game for Waka VA Peninsula.
Yeah,
Do they score a run?
Yes.
yeah, I would say so.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's always good to score a run in your first game.
yeah, and I mean, I don't think 5-toe death kick has a defense that is always reliable. So I mean, they'll drop a few probably, and yeah. But overall, 5-2 death kick, man, their offense I think is going to be decent. I think by the time pitching Dez even understands the concept of this game, they'll already be 5 or 6 runs down. So I think it'll be welcome to Waka by Brad Gall and company. Cardiac arrest taking on Rumspringer.
A humdinger.
We all know where we stand on this one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go cardiac arrest.
Yeah, then I'm gonna go
Nah. I'm looking forward to this game. Right off the bat, man.
Who gets through their lineup first? If we do get through our lineups. How many you guys got? Like
We got 20.
I think we got about the same, 21,
20 you guys are 20.
20.
Yeah, we're both at 20. It's two good sized teams. This is potentially a finals preview right off the bat in week 1. I'm looking forward to it. We've already talked about these guys.
Cardiac Rumspringer.
Now this is a matchup I'm looking forward to seeing on field 2 at 7:30. We got kick pitches get money versus don't come on my base. A little bit of the backstory. A lot of the guys from kick pitches get money played with Decomb the previous spring. They split off. There were differences amongst their goals, how the leadership went. So this is one that right off the bat, I know that Big Jeff Schildt personally told me, like, yeah, man, I really want that game. I mean, I want them all, but this one I really want.
Word for word, that's probably exactly what happened.
It is exactly. He's like, yeah, it's just that at the gym, he's like, man, I really want to win this game. I mean, me, man, I want to win them all. But this one I really want. So you can expect kick pitches get money to come out and be pretty intense. And I know Manny Zapata wants this one too, so that'd be a good matchup. Who you got? I got kick pitches. But don't come on my base has a really talented team too. Probably a little bit more.
Oh man, I
don't feel good about that kick pitches pick now.
I'll go with you. I'll go kick pitches.
I'm
Oh, right. The dissenting opinion on this Supreme Court ruling.
going push. I'm going tie.
Going push.
Man, I just wanted one team once to be like, yeah, man, thanks for believing in us.
Dude, I get that.
I never get that.
I get that all the
And
time.
this was my chance to get that.
Okay, I'm going
and you
kick
come
pitches.
back
I'm
and-
going kick pitches get one.
All
Kick
right.
pitches get money.
You heard me. Don't come on my base. Don't put pie in my face by losing this game.
All right.
We'll see what happens with, I forget about this, that Decomb has Mark Flores on the mound. That's going to be tough against a lot of the newcomers on kick pitches get money. Even the guys that have been there for the past 2 seasons, it's still a tough pitch to go up against in week 1. And congratulations to Mark, by the way, recently engaged.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to
All
you,
right.
sir.
That's right. That's a good.
To a woman who doesn't play kickball?
What are the odds?
Debbie needs to get out there, man. She needs to sign up.
Yeah.
Always be closing.
Registration is still open for VA Atlantic playing Monday nights. That season kicks off on April 20th. Debbie, get on it.
Heard that.
Foul ball, and Mark Flores is playing in that league, I think. I'm pretty sure I saw him on the roster. Foul balls, Mark Flores' old team is going to be taking hot dogs and tacos.
And here's my upset special of the week.
Oh, snap.
Bam, bam, bam.
You went quick on that one.
Yep, didn't want you to take it. Hot dogs and tacos. Taking down my old foul ball teammates.
I don't even.
Yes, it's an upset, Brent. Don't. You want to do it? I know what you want to say.
I wouldn't even classify this as much of an upset
I
anyway.
don't think it is, man. I think these are 2 evenly matched teams, and I'm not sure. The foul balls are a public team.
That's
So
why
Vegas
I stopped doing it, man. Because it's never an upset anymore. These teams are too good nowadays.
Yeah. You want to call an upset special? Call hot dogs and tacos over runs.
Oh, whoa, hey! I hadn't gotten there yet.
I'm going with foul balls.
I'm going with hot dogs and tacos.
Well, let me down foul balls.
I want to see what this rookie of the year, Brian Hart, as
Rookie of the Year candidate.
candidate.
I like how you say it, candidate. I like that.
They've
That's
already
good.
they've already crowned him. Man. They've already crowned him. So he's
You want a crown?
The crown.
Go ahead and crown.
Brian Hunt's going to go 4 for 4.
Wow.
I'm referring to the Rumspringa game too. So I'll play tonight, and he's going to kick in 6 runs and score 3.
Not against this arm, babe.
Bizarro kick-ass at the 8:30 hour. Oh man.
Bizarro was kind of, we were talking last week, looking like one of the top seeds in this league. Some people have given him consensus number 1 almost, based on our conversation. They're going to have to prove it against Kick-Ass, the most athletic team this league has ever seen. And they will get it done by 2 runs. Bizarro 5, Kick-Ass 3.
I'm going with kick-ass for the main reason. I don't think you talk about the speed and athleticism of that group. Bizarro has a good counter when they're full strength, but my man Genie just got married this weekend. He's down in sunny Costa Rica
Congratulations.
with his new wife Haley. I don't think that.
There's no I in team, Brent.
But there is an Eford. Matt.
Yeah, well, if you're going to have a chance at really containing this kick-ass offense, you're going to need a lockdown charger, and their lockdown charger is going to be down in Tamarindo getting the suntan.
So who would you say their backup
Jeremy
lockdown
Edge.
charger would be?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to figure it out. I think they're probably going to go with Jimmy Wilcox. Maybe is he on
He's
that
not
team?
on the
Yeah, he's
roster.
not on that team. Shoot, I don't know who they're going to go with then.
You've
Maybe
got
Brandon Silver.
Nick Anderson, Randy Devlin,
Guess
Kyle
they could
Tyson.
Well, he's pitching, I would assume.
Unless Jeff
they
pitches.
they might play Kyle or maybe Randy. I mean, that's serviceable. That's pretty good actually. It's better than most. So, but I still think that
Or
Kick-Ass-
Brandon Silver. So I can't wait till he makes his charge and debut.
Yeah, you can-
Like whiskey kick.
I don't know. Kick-Ass does have a history of coming out a little slow in week 1. As Brent Overshaw reminded me last Friday night.
All right.
I hated that we lost to them, and then they went and just lost every game for the rest of the season, like just getting blown out by scrub teams. And I'm like, man, this team beat us.
Disney playing big actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Feast or famine. Now, eat my short kick versus the Fireballs.
I don't remember anything about this.
No fucking clue.
I'm going Fireballs.
You know what? If you're going Fireballs, I'll go with eat my short kick.
This is my upset special. Fireballs over Eat My Short.
No fucking clue. I like this game should be all right. I mean, I think it's the kick in a box crew, which is eat my short kick versus Fireballs.
Kick in a box.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of they both kind of retooled there a little bit. I mean, they got the same cores in place. I'm gonna go with eat my short kick. I thought that they were pretty impressive at times last year. Not the Fireballs weren't, but yeah, I would say push if I was setting a line because I have no idea. But we'll see, man. It's one to look for. See what the result is.
Mm-hmm.
Final game.
Hot dogs and tacos.
After week 1, at the top of the standings, you will find hot dogs and tacos. 2-0.
That will not happen.
You heard
Although-
it here. Foist.
I think
And small.
if my knowledge serves me
Small.
correctly,
No.
if my knowledge serves me correctly, I'm pretty sure we played hot dogs and tacos close. It was a close game between us last time. So, still gonna win, but not by a lot. Maybe like 8 or 2.
Should have asked my unnamed source on the team.
Keith Morehart kicks a home run in the 8:30 game and puts us up by 2 runs.
I mean,
Aaron Thompson scores 3 runs. Win.
y'all are going to be pretty depressed after that 7:30 beatdown you catch.
Ain't no
So,
7:30 beatdown, son.
I mean, it's really going to be how does Rumspringa respond? Do they bounce back and really
So-
thrash these guys, or are they just flat because they just have no confidence?
I'm just gonna let me just understand this. You you label your new team Cardiac, it's basically boom. You get you two guys on board, and we had them in the semifinals in the top of the fifth and lost on a well-placed kick in the outfield to lose by 1 run, but somehow now we're going to get slaughtered. That's what you're saying, because you two have joined the team. That's basically what we're getting at here. Unbelievable. I'll see you guys at 7:30. So.
Thank you for articulating.
I
I didn't know specifically
Didn't say
why I
anything.
felt that way.
Why am I in the middle of this?
I didn't know specifically why I felt that way until you just articulated it so well.
I
But
always
yes,
like
you're
the
right.
younger stepbrother of this three-toed sloth that we call a group here. I've had it. 7:30, man. I'll see y'all in the field. Y'all bring your sweatbands. I'll be bringing mine.
Ooh, do you have any green ones?
Mhm.
Oh, I use it.
I'm thinking about wearing this dry fit, so I'm just gonna put the green band over the sleeve like I normally do, and then the green
Over the
headband. I have the Under Armour underneath, and then I put the sweatband right there. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna go in the Under Armour because I can't cut the sleeves on this thing, which is crazy. You need to make sleeveless dry fit.
Well, you have other blue shirts, right?
I do, but I want to wear my
think
dry
you have a
fit.
few.
Do what Jean does, man. You'll take
Yeah.
it to the tailor and she'll.
I don't want this to be all about me. I want this to be about
He does, man. He's taking his shirts to the tailor.
he does. Yeah. I know. I don't know.
All right, plug my shiz and get out of here. VA Atlantic. Registration deadline's next Monday, I think. Season kicks off 2 Mondays from now. Monday nights in Virginia Beach. Join that if you're down there, Southsiders. What else we got going on? The varsity tournament.
April
That's
18th.
coming up, man. The deadline is Sunday night, so get signed up. If your team is playing, your school is playing, you should get in there.
I told Chris I would sign up, so I will be signing up, Chris, and not work that Saturday as it stands right now.
Everyone needs to spread the word and fill out these rosters so we can make this really an event that's unique and one of a kind. So, yeah. And if you're interested in reffing or helping out, whatever, just let me know, man. We'd love to have some volunteers there.
You get free pizza. Well,
A
maybe.
free t-shirt, and I'll
I got free pizza last time I ref the charity tournament.
I'll buy free pizza. I would
Free
commit to
hat.
that. Free
hat.
pizza. Yeah.
All right, I'm in then.
How many of those shirts do you have left?
Oh man, yeah. I got these shirts. I got
Rocket Kicks Cancer.
10 of these things. If you didn't buy the booster, don't worry, I got you covered. For limited supply only. $20 straight cash on me. You can PayPal me. I'll take that too. And you can get one, man. It's pretty sweet.
It does look sweet.
Brandon Silver designed it. It's got a
Good job.
pink kickball ribbon guy, on it. It's black, so it's kind of tough. Badass.
It's like Bret Hart,
Yeah, that's a
cousin of rookie standout Mike Hart.
Brian.
Brian Hart. Mike Hart. Lion Hart.
What else do I have to plug you?
I've got something I want to say. For those of you who watched the national championship game last night with 9 computer monitors and millions of people watching, umpires or referees that get paid 6 figures still get things wrong. So give it a fucking rest on the kickball field. The world didn't end today because Wisconsin had
Very
some
well
bad
played.
calls go their way,
Very
not
well
go their way.
And a good segue to being easy on the refs tomorrow. Let's be easy on the refs here.
Yeah, and I'd like to see.
I do it. I know I grumble and grouse too. so.
Sure, everyone does, but I think what I would like to see is, buy your ref a beer later on, right? If it's at the Fields or if it's at Lucky's, say, hey, thanks for reffing our game. Well,
You may buy
You should
me
do
some
that.
nachos.
Well,
Hashtag buy ref a beer night.
Yeah.
You can fit that in a hashtag. Jeff asked me if you can fit that into a hashtag. All right. I think we're pretty much done
Yeah,
here.
we're done. Yeah.
By the looks of things on
Yeah. We just got a note here that said that we're done.
Yeah, I see.
We've definitely finished. Thank you guys for watching 3 Up, 3 Down. Really excited for another awesome season. See you at the Fields.
Gang signs.